So in 2019 or 2020, when the pandemic first started, I made a short film about the pandemic called Numb on YouTube. And it kind of picked up some traction pretty quick, and Sarah saw it and then she commented, and I was like, this is not the real Sarah Polley. But we ended up exchanging emails and we got in touch, and she was telling me about this movie that she's filming that she wants me to cast for, or wants me to audition for. And yeah, I got a call back, and then I got the role of Naicha, but it basically just started from like a small film project at school. I'd say she's closed off and she draws. I think she draws as kind of an escape. It's the way that she communicates with the world and how she processes things easier. And throughout the film, you'll see her just like in the background drawing, because I think it's easier to do that than to feel everything that's happening in the room. Women Talking is based on a real story of a religious colony, a Mennonite colony specifically. We don't really specify that, but is just a secluded religious colony. And there's been a series of attacks, sexual abuse that has gone on for years and years in this colony. And the colony is very religious, and according to their faith, they don't exactly speak out about this, and they're never taught about their bodies, and this is something so not allowed to be talked about, and they've been told that it was demons or they're lying to get attention. So eventually they decide they need to do something about it. They need to stop this sexual abuse. So they have 3 decisions. They do a vote: stay and fight, leave, or do nothing. It was a masterclass. So to watch all of these like powerhouses, like all of these amazing actors do their job, and I can just like sit and watch them. Like it was watching like a show. And then also just to watch everyone behind the scenes do their job, because I'm not only really interested in acting, I love everything about film, and to be like thrown into this head first, it was like a blueprint amazing experience to learn about acting and film. And Sarah was like such a good teacher and such a good inspiration. There were very few moments that we were ever alone. Like we travel in a pack, and on set, like even the green room was one big room, and we were always together, and we were always laughing and always having fun, and it was just like such a warm environment, like so much feminine energy, and it was like felt so welcoming, and like everyone was friends. It didn't matter, like there were so many generations on set and there were so many different ages, but it didn't feel very different. It felt like I was everyone's equal. It was really great to be on the actual farm. It's filmed in Pickering, and the farm is beautiful. Just like the small percentage of shooting days that we were on location, I'd say were the most fun. Like we were all close together in our trailers, and we'd wake up in the morning and we'd come to set, and everyone would be like, good morning, we're on this beautiful farm, and then we'd frolic to the barn, and like so much running in the fields. Like filming that with Kate was so awesome. Like I felt like a little Mennonite girl with my best friend. It was so sweet. And like learning how to deal with the horses, it just was like so enveloping and like really got me into it all. It was definitely intimidating going into it, both of us, because it's both our first acting experience, and we're like, hi, like the first time we met it was just like a stranger, but I think we clicked pretty fast. And on set, we honestly didn't really talk about our characters that much. I think that is actually what made it better. We just were friends, and then we just continued to do what we would usually do, but on camera. So like goofing around and like tying our braids together, that didn't feel like something we had to get in character for. It was just like as soon as the camera cut, we were still goofing around and still being friends. Especially to me and Kate, she was so warm and kind, because she is a child actor and she knows like the experience of being a child actor and how difficult it can be sometimes and intimidating and scary. But she would always ask us how we're doing, and it's a tough subject matter. Like the film itself, it's like a lot. And sometimes there would be hard scenes to film, and she would stop everything. And even if it didn't matter who it was, if a PA or if anyone in the crew needed a second, she would give it to them. The relationships that I've had with all these women have impacted me so much, and I look up to them so much. And I don't know, it was like summer camp. Like, it was just amazing. And now it's over, but it doesn't mean the memories are gone. Like, I'm gonna be thinking about this forever, and it's always gonna be my first movie and the first like acting job I've had, and it's a pretty good first, and it's gonna stick with me forever.